What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another dope episode of Transcending the Culture. Listen, I am so excited because all three of us are back here together. We got the queen herself. We got Cat Queen back with us after she took a week hiatus. Well, she wasn't feeling well, but I'm so glad. I know that we all are glad that Cat is back here. We got Tiffany here
Yes.
in the building with us.
Hi,
What's
everybody.
that's not then you ain't even say it.
Hi, everybody.
There we go. There we go. What's up, y'all? Look, we gotta do
Okay.
something to pump you up and make you excited because I know you tired.
As F.
Right. So what's up,
Oh
ladies? What's
my
up?
God.
Nothing. I'm happy to be out of quarantine because COVID got your girl. Got one
Listen,
out of three. That ain't bad
listen.
though for all the stuff we was doing that weekend.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wasn't here last week, y'all. I was going through it. So, but my good cousins held me down and checked on me, so I'm back.
Look,
It was a
we
little touch and go for a minute there. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, I'm gonna have to blow down or something. Tell that girl to call me.
No,
look.
stay
I was
away. Stay away.
I was scared as shit when you said you had it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, and I swear we was on the phone and you said you had it. You said you better go get checked, and I was like, oh no, I'm good. And I'm like,
Yeah, I'm looking at you like, boy, bye. Look, my
oh,
mom was like, you better go take James a test. I got a couple of them because I
listen,
sure took me one. I wasn't playing.
I'm so
listen.
glad neither one of y'all got it, because y'all have
Yeah,
a little bit more compromised immune system than me.
absolutely.
So it could be detrimental, or take y'all a long
Right.
time. For me, it was, I was quarantined for a week. I was in here, I was hallucinating and fevering, but other than that, I was good. No,
Listen,
because I was watching Bar Rescue. I don't know why. When I'm sick, I don't know, I watch Bar Rescue. So I was thinking I'm in the bar. The dude barging in the bar. I'm thinking he coming in the room yelling at me. I didn't know what was going on.
But you know what? No, no. Was you sleep when you were? Did you fall asleep watching Bar Rescue?
That's what happened. Yes. Hmm.
So that's what goes on. So I have noticed that when I am watching TV and I'll fall asleep, like it could be something that's like Sanford the Son. I'm like a Sanford Son fanatic. So I'll sit here and watch Sanford the Son and be sitting up here dreaming. I'm talking about the
Elizabeth.
dreams be so vivid. And I wake up
No,
with it on TV.
really.
That's why I literally have to cut my TV off because the dreams be that like for real.
right.
I don't be knowing what the heck's going on. So you right. You
Mhm.
was probably in that bar serving them
I was
drinks
in
in
that
them
bar. I'm
folks
sitting there. I'm in my drink.
plum
I got my
drunk.
drink, and here come the dude talk about what is this? I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
okay. I'm sitting there
Listen,
thinking like, damn, how much money I'm losing a month? I'm doing math and shit in my head, and the whole time I'm dreaming, thinking I'm on Bar Rescue.
when I
That's
tell you,
funny.
I'm so glad. Like when I tell you, I'm so glad that you back. Um, I don't know. It's weird. Like I mean, the beauty of us doing this podcast is that either one of us, obviously can move forward and kind of hold the shit down if the other person is gone or whatever. But it just
Hmm.
sucks when it's not like all three of us or whatever. So when you was sick, and then I had to go down to Akron to visit my aunt in the hospital. I was just like, you know what, we're not even gonna do a show tonight because like I ain't cat.
Mm.
I said cat dog, I ain't even feeling it. And then I gotta go down here. I'm like, I didn't really think about it, and I'm gonna be rushing to try to get back. And I had one of my aunts with me, so I would have had to take her home. And I
Hmm.
was just like, we're not even gonna do it tonight. That'll kind of give us a little break while Cat is healing. But
Hmm.
man, I was a little worried. Like, please don't let me get this. I mean, because we was rolling tough when we was down there in Columbus. I ain't even called
Wasn't
you
we?
because I was just like, nope, I ain't even gonna do it because
We
if I
is
call
knocked
you,
out, sleep, mouth
annoyed.
open.
Mm.
um, but listen, we got a good show for you guys today. We are
Hmm.
doing all trending topics. There's so much stuff going on out there from Christian Keys to
Hmm.
Kiki Palmer to Taraji P. Henson to like it's so much stuff happening out there. I know that Cat has some specific topics that she definitely wants to hit on. Tiffany got a really good story for us about her Uber experience today. What's happening on the road?
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
Tell us
listen.
about your morning, your chaotic morning.
Man, listen.
Um,
Well, I sit here and tell you I had to call on good cuz about some of this stuff because I just couldn't understand it. So anyway, um, woke up early this morning with a positive thought on my mind. It was like about 5:45. I can't like, woo, I'm about to go make me some money. So got up, got ready, head on out the door. It was about 6:30, 6:30ish or whatever. Got my first bite right around the corner at this hotel. So it's dark though, mind you. It's dark outside. I pull up and I usually keep my door locked. But this go around it was like I actually forgot. Slips don't count. This girl don't come up with rude. Open up my front door, the passenger side, talk about uh no, good morning. I need to sit in the front seat. And then I said, sit in the front seat. She said, yes, I need to sit in the front seat because I need to put my makeup on. And I'm like, okay, what you want me to do? I'm like, you can sit in the back seat. No, 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 because you don't have a mirror. And I'm like, okay. So I'm I hate that I'm me, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad that I'm me. And I'm like, I get it. So I thought the girl said I'm getting married. So it ain't dawned on me that, she's all suited up, like she had on a blue and white suit. So she gets in the car, all running with all her shit. And I'm like, well, you can put your stuff in the back seat. No, I got to put it there. Do you have a mask? And I'm like, yes, I have a mask. Oh, well, okay. Well, I mean, do you have any perfume? So I'm like, perfume? No, lady. No, we're not besties. Like, I ain't got no perfume. Okay. Oh my God. I just so late. So I'm like, you know what? Let me hurry up. Let me mosey on. So I know I saw her put some stuff on the top of my car, but it really didn't dawn on me that she didn't take the stuff off the car. So we on the expressway by this time, and I heard something go clunk, like it was like it sounded like a sheet of ice. So mind you, so the Akron folk, I live out Green, Arlington. I had to take this lady to Western Reserve Hospital. Okay, Green, Western Reserve Hospital. I'm halfway there. She's like, my phone. I can't find my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, we got to go back for my phone. Find my phone. I'm like, okay, fine. Mind you, I have to take my son to the doctor's appointment at 8:30. So I'm like, you know what? All right, we'll go back for your phone. And I'm like, maybe I just got the expressway at Talmadge. And I'm like, you want to go back? I go back, y'all. I go all the way back. Oh, my phone is my life. My phone is my life, and I gotta find my phone. So I said, well, I will pull up. When I pull up, you just get out. You just look for it. So I'm like, you got the phone because it showed you going to my car. But then when I dawned on me, I said, oh, that was her phone sitting on my car. That was my phone sitting on my car. So I'm like, ma'am, that was your phone sitting on my car. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's on the expressway. We got to go back on the expressway and go get it.
Listen, it took hearing this morning, man. I've been rolling with Tiffany all day long. Like,
she called
but
me
who me was?
and I was like, what, Ash? You said the girl was going to a job interview and she was going directly to the airport after that. So that was the worst time she could have lost her phone. The heck was you doing?
She was going, and see, I didn't know all of this. She's not explaining all of this to me. Like I'm going to a job interview. The thing was, she didn't tell me about the job interview until I had got back on the expressway, to go. So she wanted me to go on the expressway and look for her phone. I said, man, let me tell you what. I said, that phone is gone. I said, well, what kind of phone is it? Oh, it's an iPhone 14. I said, well, you can get another one. I don't have the money to get another one. This is my life.
Oh
I'm like, the fuck, man. Oh, excuse me. So then she goes on to talk about, well, I said, well, who is your carrier? I'm like, Harry, what do you mean? What do you mean? I said, who is your phone through? Who's your phone through?
Who's your
I
thumb
said, is it
through?
T-Mobile? She said, yes, it's through T-Mobile. I said, well, we're gonna call T-Mobile. So we get back here, look at her phone, back over there, and I kept my meter running, baby. I kept it running. And so we called T-Mobile. T-Mobile is explaining to her, hey, I need your account information. What does that mean? Your account. Y'all. I'm in the driver's like your account, ma'am, is your account. What you got your phone is. My brother. Where's your brother? In Miami. Well, do you know the zip code? No, I don't. Do you know your brother's phone number? No, I don't. I'm
Oh
like,
my
you
god.
gotta be fucking freaking kidding me right now. I said, ma'am, you have a job interview. Yes, but it's 7:30 and I said, let me tell you what. I said, she said, and I'm from Houston. I'm going to Houston tonight. I said, you need to go in there and sell your soul. I said, you came all the way up here from Houston. Obviously, you wanted this job that bad. You come up here from Houston. So mind you, y'all, she lost her phone. The phone is done gone. Okay. She's like, well, I just need my phone. She was so adamant to get this phone. I said, ma'am, I'm not going out there to get your phone. Your phone is done. It's gone. It's a wrap. It's over with. Okay. I said, here's my phone number. I will gladly take you to the airport. Okay, okay. So she go, 2 hours gone, wasting my time. I go back home, call cancel. I'm in the chair sleep. I call James, tell him the story. Y'all, what was it, James? You called me about 2:30, 3 o'clock ish. I had a passenger. Yes, this is Nita. Now, the guy I had in my car was like, she calls earlier and asked for this red purse thing. I'm like, ma'am, I didn't see no red purse. I got my car cleaned and all this. I didn't see it. Well, I get a passenger say, hey, I see your red purse back here. I said, you got to be freaking kidding me right now. You got to be kidding me. I look in it. Guess what it was, y'all? What do you need to get on the plane? Your ID, your passport, your damn tickets. All that in her damn thing. So now I have to look for her because I felt that bad for her. So I'm calling the hotel that she was at. Of course, extended stay does not have no employees at the front desk. Why do you have a job? Then it was nothing but God. This lady who was English. She said, hey, I'm riding with Nita. Nita, oh my God, where is she at? Nita, she gonna come at me like it was my fault. She lost her purse. Where's my purse? I know my purse. I said, Nita, honey, I have your purse. Well, do you have my phone? I said, Nita, we done went over your phone. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with.
The
So
phone's
anyway, long
gone,
story
baby.
short, moving forward, James calls me. I said, you got to stay on the phone for this because ain't nobody going to believe me. You got to stay on the phone. So she come up, oh, I just love you so much, Tiffany. I said, yes, yes. I said, yeah, thank you for the whole $80 that you that came into my, y'all, honey, I had that meter going. Do you understand what I say here?
As you
You want
should.
your phone, as I should, because you wasted my whole morning and afternoon with these shenanigans because you a whole doctor going for an interview and you ain't know nothing about an account. Your brother all the way down in Miami and you know nothing. I don't even know my Apple ID. You don't know your Apple ID. I don't even have an Apple phone and I know you have to know your Apple ID.
Yeah, she would have been able to find her phone. She could have did find my iPhone if she
See,
had her stuff
Yeah.
together.
listen, that phone was in pieces.
He said that phone in pieces. It's gone. It's gone.
It's a
It's gone.
wrap. No, she literally had us on the expressway. She had herself on the expressway looking for that phone. I'm driving like, dog, I'm
Oh
so
my
tired.
god.
I am exhausted. My head hurt. When I say mimosas, I would gladly get drunk because that lady had me there. It was nothing but God when that lady called my phone. I'm telling you what, y'all, because she wouldn't have never got home to Houston. She just was hugging on me and hugging on me. I'm like,
Man,
yeah, lady, if you a whole doctor,
I'm on FaceTime. She reaching all in the car, hugging her. I'm like, come on.
And the crazy
what?
thing is, sometimes doctors be the most dingiest people. Like they're book smart, but they be like dingy.
Yeah.
Cat Dingy was an understatement. Controlling, that she was. The
Mm.
broad was very controlling. You gonna open up my car door talking about I need to get in the front seat to put my makeup on there. You gonna ask me for some perfume? Like I'm supposed to just whip out some, even though I do have some perfume in my car. You're not using mine. Then she found her perfume, and guess what it was? That that old lady
White
I got
diamonds.
it. Not white diamond. Son of a- you didn't
You
say.
know,
The
pull it
white
up.
She,
diamond, Elizabeth Taylor, honey.
she
That's like
had
the old
she had the eternity, but she had the
eternity.
old people eternity. This is not the old people. This is the summer days, honey. This stuff smell good. Summer day. I got summer day, honey. I said no, she didn't spray that old nasty shit in my car. Oh, sorry. I got heck. Let's just move on. Yeah. Thank you for the money though. And she was upset, but I think at the end of the day, she was very grateful that I found it because it had really all her information in it. And I'm like, I can't let that go. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta get back home. And at the end of the day, man, she was just all kinds of praising. Yeah, I'll take an extra $40. No, I'm just playing.
She said an extra.
But James don't make it no better. He like, shoot, I be cussing him out. I don't give a shit about them
I don't trust
stars.
nobody else.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Now this
Yes,
is
you do.
now you know what this is my thing, and this is what I was telling Tiffany. Like I think it's different for people that drive that drive Uber or do rideshare. Period. I think it's
Yeah.
different when you do it full time versus when it's somebody that does it part time and they just trying to make a little extra money or
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Like I'm spending a lot of my time out here, obviously driving people around and that sort of thing. And I'm just one that like I stick by the rules, and like I do what makes sense because I'm not gonna be out here spinning around and doing all this excess for the little. I'm not gonna say it's pennies or chump change or nothing like that because I actually do pretty good like driving. But just the reality is like people will book rides or they request rides and they're not ready. So it's like you get there and it take you 10, 15, 20 minutes to get to them, and then you get there and they're not ready. And then the app gives you 7 minutes to come out and they still are not out. And then they keep sending you messages talking about here I
Yep.
come. Listen, when that timer going, when they tell me that I could cancel the ride and get the cancellation fee,
I'm out of
it's
there.
pretty much a wrap for me. Like I'm gonna cancel it and go on to the next ride. Just because like I'm wasting time, I'm wasting gas, and like it should at least be some kind of consideration for the fact like what if you was in a hurry and I came late? You'll be pissed. So I'm just saying like time is money, and it just be all kind of different stuff. They like I said, they don't be ready, and then
Time is definitely money.
you call the numbers that are provided and they don't work. Nobody answers. Um, you send them messages, they don't respond. It's just like at least show a little bit of consideration for the fact that like we on my time too. Like it ain't just
Yep.
about you, it's really about my time too. And then the other piece of it is that like people will whole ass book a ride knowing that they want to make 2 or 3 stops, but they only put one stop on there. And then
Yep.
it's like, oh well, can we stop because it's on the way? Listen, it don't
Nope.
matter that it's on the way. What matters is that it's more than one stop, so it costs. So I look like an ass if I'm just making extra stops for the fuck of it, and then you like, okay, I'm gonna tip you, and then you really should be tipping anyway. I mean, it's the service industry, so I mean, we're not gonna play like you really shouldn't be leaving some kind of tip anyway. But if you, I mean, it's not required. So if you choose not to, that's fine. But don't tell me that okay, if you make the extra stop, then I'll tip you, and then 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna give me but a fucking dollar, no way. So like the reality is, it's gonna cost you more to actually add the stop. I'm not stupid. So like I'm supposed to just let you play me when I'm really this is what I'm out here for is to make money. It's like why are you trying to buck the system or play the system? So I don't do all them excess stops unless you add the stop. I don't care that it's on the way. Add your stop, because then it screws up the next person too. Because if I'm riding based on you only having one stop on there, then the app is open for more rides to come through. So then something will come through, and then you want me to stop, and now the person that is next is watching me on the app, and they're like, well, why is he stopping? Because he doesn't have a stop, and then they cancel their ride. So then I'm missing out on 10, 15, $20 to make a stop, so you could go in Wendy's and get you a junior bacon cheeseburger, or so you could go in the store. You could go in the store and get you some miles, or go and get some like I don't have time for that. And as far people request rides and they want to go to McDonald's and go through the drive. That's not what it's for. That's not what these Uber rides is for. And I don't give a damn what you're talking about. Order Uber Eats and let them deliver your shit. I'm not sitting in no drive. And you can take that how you want. I told one girl was mad, like, you was blowing me. I'm like, listen, it's all good. I understand you want to stop. You are more than welcome to get out. I can cancel the ride, and you can wait for the next driver to come get you, and hopefully they'll take you. Like, I'm not pressed on it, because I can cancel your ride and get another one. I'm not tripping on the little $6 that I'm gonna make, but I guarantee you that I'm not gonna go sit in Wendy's drive-thru, and then I'm only getting paid $6. And we know Wendy's do one order at a time, and then you be sitting in line for 20, 25 minutes, and now I've had you in my car for 40 minutes, and I made $6.
I haven't had that experience.
Where's the logic in that? I'm not doing that. You report it. Yeah. You do whatever you feel like you need to do. But like, it's just like with anything, you have to look out for yourself, because ain't nobody else gonna look out for you. And I'm not gonna be out here standing around and have people in the car for an hour and 15 minutes to make $5 or $6. Like, that's just not what it is. Like, if I'm gonna be out here driving, I'm gonna make it benefit. It's gonna be beneficial to both of us. Like, you're gonna get where you need to get and get there on time. If you have stops added, you got 5 minutes. We're not gonna be sitting here and nobody parking lot for 10, 15 minutes waiting on you to come out. That's not what it is. It's not what it is. So, a lot of them be kind of mad at me. I mean, the reality is I really do have good ratings and all that stuff, but a lot of them be pissed at me because I'm just like, I'm not gonna do the little bullshit. Like, like you can't even get your mama to take you somewhere and sit in the parking lot for 10, 15 minutes for you.
Right.
So why do that? Like, stop playing. Like, we're gonna stop playing, and we're gonna do it like it's supposed to be done, or you could get you another driver, and I'm not even tripping on it. So it go, I do pretty good with it, but I'm like, I ain't gonna be doing all that excess stuff. But I mean, to like the scenario that you had today, I have had situations like that where I end up, having to go back for something because they dropped something, or they lost something, and it do suck. But then, just like you said you did, like, I just keep it running so that it's actually paying you for going back and then coming back again. So like today, that paid you $80, and it was only supposed to pay you $26. So I mean, you got lucked up you lucked up real good anyway by keeping that running. So, but yeah,
yeah, I haven't really. I mean, I had some weird cases, like the thing that really makes me nervous is the driving at night. Yeah. And when I'm picking up men, it just seems like the nighttime and before the men. I don't understand it. But I'm for real. Like, I had this one, he just kept asking me all these damn questions. Like, I ain't trying to be in your business. Well, okay, then shut up and sit back so I can take you to a McDonald's at 11 o'clock at night. I'm not understanding why I'm taking you to this McDonald's at 11 o'clock at night, but it is what it is. And then, I get a case yesterday where I had to go all the way out in Willoughby Hills. And for the life of me, I'm like, please tell me you're not on a date. And you came all the way down here to Akron to meet up with a chick that got a car. And then she gave you a side hug and sit your ass on your way. And I had to drive you all the way to Willoughby Hills. Look, I'm not really trying to understand that.
Not the church.
Yeah. Big boy.
Now she hit him with the, you right.
She hit him with the side hug. I was like, that's just in my head. Like, God, please, really, dude.
That's how they do
came all the way down here to Cuyahoga Falls to this bar. She got in her car and went on by her merry little way. And he had to go home. I said, good grief. I hope
be
you
safe,
do not
sir.
call her. I be seeing some cases, boy. I be sitting here like, goodly, and then folks be coming in the car, be arguing with they dude or with they bra.
Right.
Oh my god!
Please don't get off the phone and ask me for no relationship advice. Thank you.
Right.
They be cussing them out.
Yeah, it do get crazy though, and you see a lot of different cases and a lot of stuff like that. So yeah, it do get crazy. So that was Tiffany's day. So what's up with these trending topics? What you got over there, Kat?
Well, I know we had said we wanted to kind of start off with Christian Keys just to kind of get the elephant in the room. You know, I think everybody has been talking about that, and I just think everybody's wondering who is the person. So for the transcenders that don't know the story, actor Christian Keys, who is really known for doing a lot of Tyler Perry work, he has come out and said that a high-level male executive has been sexually harassing him for a number of years. So that means that he's just saying in multiple instances, and he says that he hasn't given in to any of this person's demands or wants for sexual favors, but he's getting tired of it. He's feeling like basically like if he doesn't do this, he's going to be penalizing his career. He's not going to be getting roles. He's going to get blackballed. And that's something that a lot of men and women face in the entertainment industry is these higher up people, you know, it's what do they call it? The casting couch. You know, what are you willing to do on a casting couch? Are you willing to do sexual favors for this part? So I think it's really brave as a man to come out, because that's something we normally don't see, as a man coming out and saying. I know before Terry Crews was one of the first people that really spoke about these high level executives sexually harassing these men. So
yeah, I just think I think it's a really big, brave, and bold move, you know, obviously for him to come out and say something, because you definitely, there definitely are a lot of situations where...
Tibbs, stop. Keep moving the layout or something. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing.
All right.
I ain't doing nothing.
So there's definitely a lot of situations where it's happening to men, and a lot of them are fearful of coming out because, you know, they run into issues where, you know, they're, like you said, they're blackballed and they can't get roles, and people have so much stuff to say, you know, about it, you know, obviously in support. What's up, cuz?
Is that our favorite cuz?
Right.
Oh, that's your favorite cousin now.
That's my favorite cousin.
That's your favorite cousin now. Oh God.
Don't do that, Tiffany.
I heard you down there just cooking up all kinds of stuff.
Cousin Jimmy, my favorite cousin now.
Look, you ain't seen Jimmy a day in your life, dog. Y'all two go down there and spend some time with him. All of a sudden, he come popping up.
My favorite cousin, like I didn't know him my whole life. Listen, that hospitality was something. Listen, at breakfast, them beds, the hospitality, I had a great time staying. For the transcenders that don't know, when me and James went to Columbus for the Escape concert, we stayed with cousin Jimmy, and he did us real good. So that's my favorite cousin now.
Yeah, I love Jimmy. I had real big fun when he came up here for the reunion. Me and Jimmy had real big fun.
He said he tried to be like you too.
Yeah.
It's funny
cousin
because,
Jimmy.
Look, it's funny because when we got there, remember he was like, "Oh, well, this is the bad bed." I said, "No, this is the one I want right here." Like,
right, and James was knocked out, baby.
I said, "This sucker is broke in. I want this bed right here."
Listen, he had us beds, he had us new comforters and sheets. I was laying in there like, this
wow,
hotel stay. Shoot.
Listen, I had such a good time down there, and like I was grateful, but I had a really, really good time down
and there. We'll be back sooner rather than later.
Absolutely. But I think it's a lot of situations like that, you know, where, you know, a lot of male actors, you know, they run into stuff of that nature, and then they don't say anything because they think they're going to be blackballed.
And especially our male actors of color. Like that adds
Absolutely.
a whole nother layer
Absolutely.
of, you know, as black people and as people of color, we be scared to almost like make waves anywhere. Or, oh, we don't
Absolutely.
want to make waves and we don't want to be a problem. We don't want to cause trouble. So it just, I feel like it's very brave that he did this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I definitely understand that he came out and said, like he's been getting ridiculed because people are saying you need to name the name. But I
Absolutely.
understand him not wanting to say that. And maybe
Yeah.
him just saying, you know, that this is going on, maybe stopping the person that's doing this, you know,
Right.
and him naming them might really be the thing that go too far. You don't know how these people react, you
Right.
know. So
But you have some people who feel like he's clout chasing.
mhm.
I don't think that it's anything like that. I just
I
think it
personally didn't
sucks
get that
that
vibe.
yeah. I just think it sucks that, for something of that nature, like when somebody comes out with it, that that you have those people who kind of ridicule it and they think that you're lying. And
Mhm.
I mean, I think just like everybody else, like you want to know who it is, and so many people, so many people felt as though like maybe it was Tyler Perry, and like I
Mhm.
don't get that sense or anything like that at all.
And
Uh,
he actually has been caught liking comments that is saying it's not Tyler Perry.
right,
So the
right,
comments are saying, hey, he's not talking about Tyler Perry. So I feel like he's saying that he's excluding him, but I feel like he still doesn't want to be too specific. So he's kind of
absolutely,
playing it safe.
absolutely,
And I understand that. You know, I
yeah,
applaud him for sharing it with us. And, you know, it's just like any victim. I feel like let the victim tell you in their own time, in their own words, and how much they want to share.
absolutely. And I mean,
Mhm.
I really am eager. I really am eager to see who it is, and obviously if he names who it is and that sort of thing. And it's interesting because when you watch what's Claudia's show with Funky Dineva and
Foxo.
yeah, when you watch them on Fox Soul, it's like she's kind of saying, okay, well, I know who two of them are, and that everybody has their opinion and kind of their thoughts on the situation or whatever. But I would really like to see, obviously the end result and who it is, and then what happens from there. It's just interesting though that as he details it, he's saying that basically for damn near 20 years now, 18 years, like he's been walking around with these recorders and recording all of this stuff. So I wonder, I mean, I think it's on everybody's minds, like, why did it take you so long to actually say something? Um,
Mhm.
I mean, but this could be like a huge bombshell, and it's just interesting that this is going on now on top of all of the Diddy stuff, and
Mhm.
I think that, like, mark my words, there's so much more stuff coming, and I think a lot
And
more
it's a
people.
lot of people that's gonna go down.
Yeah, it's a
You know,
whole lot.
we even said that the first time we covered Diddy. We said that we feel like this opened the doors in entertainment for these
Yeah,
allegations to actually be brought to
Yeah.
light. And as a person that went through different things, like I've been through harassment and sexual, you know, assaults and things like that. I think that this is a good thing. You know, I
yeah,
think it's just I identify with these victims. I pray for them,
absolutely,
and I just hope that all the people that are struggling, and let's name these people. Let's bring them to the light. Let's bring
yeah,
these
Right.
crimes to the forefront because I dang sure don't want to be supporting somebody, an artist, going hard for them, and they're an abuser.
yeah,
They're a harasser. They're somebody that's using their you know, position of power because my sister is going into acting. And I don't want her to be
absolutely,
auditioning for these people that could be possibly harassing her
absolutely,
when she just trying to do
absolutely,
her job. So I'm
absolutely,
really thankful that people are naming names and at least bringing more awareness. So now I feel like people are going to be more scared to be so brazen with these crimes. You know.
absolutely, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So yeah, we'll be you know, watching the Christian Keys story, you know, following him. He's been doing a lot of interviews, so I think we'll get some more information as time goes. Um, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about Kiki Palmer before we get into Kiki and Taraji.
yeah, yeah,
You know, we've been watching Kiki Palmer and her baby dad Darius go through it in the court of public opinion and also in court, family court, mediation. It's been allegations of abuse from both sides. She says that he's abusive. She's provided videos and pictures of it. And so now, I think it was yesterday, some text messages dropped that he submitted to the court where she was apologizing for hitting him. So now he's saying, no, no, forget all the pictures. She's abusing me. So it's a lot of people. I think Tasha K came out and posted something and calling her a liar and this and that. And I don't know. It's a lot of allegations going back and forth. So I don't know which way. I think it's gonna take some time for some more stuff to come out between them. You know, the mama got into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard.
he released
I
some
heard what the
record. He
mama had.
released recordings of her mama going in on him and calling Usher gay and all kind of stuff. So I don't know which way is up with Kiki and her baby dad, but what Jay-Z and them say, nobody wins with a family feud. So you
Right. What
know, it's
like curiously, how much weight do you particularly put into what like Tasha K puts out there? Like I'm just curious.
Tasha K. I was a person that watched Tasha K before the fall of her, which is after she got sued for the allegations against Cardi B, and Cardi B won, and now she owes Cardi B all this money and stuff. I used to watch her a lot. She one of those bloggers where it's like her, it's the gossip of the city. It's certain bloggers that I take what they say with a grain of salt. I take everything they say with, okay, this may be true, but you know, and I think Tasha K comes up with very salacious opinions. So I feel like, you know, whatever's hot, she jump on like the opposite or whatever. But I will say the messages that I've seen, I know going through, you know, having kids with someone and y'all being young and arguing and fighting and stuff, I know that there's no such thing as a perfect victim. Absolutely. There's no such thing as a lot of times people fight back. People fight their abusers back.
Right. Absolutely.
They fight too. And just because you're fighting back doesn't mean you're the aggressor. So I didn't take those when I read the messages for myself, and this is my own personal opinion. I did not see a person that was describing themselves as an abuser. I saw someone who was apologizing for you know, domestic issues and their part in it. I don't think that, you know, the dude, Darius, him and his brother watched their dad abusing their mom. Him and his brother both have allegations of abuse before this. So I'm going to say I kind of stand with my girl Kiki, but I keep an open mind because I don't know these people. So I kind of lean toward what my heart says and what my opinion is as far as the evidence I looked at. But you never really know. So, you know, I'm riding with my girl Kiki, but you know, I'm still looking, and you know, it's not set in stone. We don't know what happened. We're not in the house with them when they're fighting and arguing and things. You know,
no, we're not, because you know, like you said, there's no such thing as a perfect victim, you know, at all. We don't know who's at fault, but I mean, two wrongs don't make a right.
You're right about that.
Two wrongs don't make a right. So if the person that's doing the arguing, let me see. If the person that's doing the arguing is wrong in some aspect, then you got the one person over here that's really not trying to feed off into it. But because that was like my first domestic dispute, when I was in my first domestic violence, it was like that very first time I knew what would set him off, and it was like as soon as I see him coming, as soon as I saw the, you know, demeanor on his face and all that, I would shut up. But then it was like he didn't care about that. It was, well, why you didn't do this? And it's because I'm talking like this because, you know, I don't know. Like if it was something simple as Sunday dinner, say it's Sunday and you ain't cooked, and it's like I'm thinking in my head, well, hell, you ain't go to church today.
Right. Like why you coming down so hard on me? But that's what a lot of abusers do.
Because it's Sunday. Because in his head it's Sunday. It's Sunday, and you supposed to cook Sunday dinner. And it had got to the point where I was cooking so much I had got tired. You see what I'm saying? So then he would go out, get drunk. At the time, I'm thinking he drunk, but no, it was other stuff that was going on. And now I have to like literally watch him. Oh, here he come. Or I knew certain things. Like he come in the house with a beer, I knew it was something going on. So
Mhm.
I wouldn't say nothing. So he would find something. So, with Kiki Palmer and all that, like I said, we don't know what was going on in her house,
Mhm.
why he was jumping on her, or why was they even arguing in the first place? It
Mhm.
could be some kids. Why is the kids this and that and the third? Well, why didn't you do this?
Mhm.
You going off on me? Well, why are you going off on me like that? You know what I'm saying? She can't, like, now I can't take arguing. I can't. It's like certain things, like that girl
Mhm.
going in my car today. That girl
It's
coming, you opening up this is my car.
Mhm.
You opening up my car. Well, I have to get in. I have to get in here because I have to put makeup on. I'm looking like, first of all, you don't know me.
Mhm.
But I'm like, okay, this is a
And they don't know your
$26 ride.
triggers.
My first ride was $26. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, cancel it or not. But everything that she was doing was triggering me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You demanded to get in my front seat. Okay, I'll let you do that. I'll let you put on your makeup because I get it. Because we women, we got to be somewhere. We trying to, get ready. But now you want me to get on the expressway. I get this is my phone. That's my phone. Well, what the hell you want me to do, lady? So I mean, it's just little things like
Yeah.
that just triggers
Mhm.
Yeah.
a aggressor or
Yeah.
the victim
Yeah.
Mhm.
per se.
It could just because the thing is I was a young mother and I was in a
Right,
relationship with my child's father very young. And when
right.
you're raising a kid, y'all young, y'all in a relationship, y'all living together, y'all trying to figure out, who gonna wash the bottles, who gonna cook dinner, who gonna wash the clothes, y'all getting into y'all in these high stress situations. So I could sit there and say that in a lot of these situations, like arguments and stuff that I had when I was living that life, I was not the perfect person. I might have been the person to, hey, I'm pushing your buttons because I'm mad and da da da. And maybe he took it too far, but not to say, how people be like, they pushed me to do this, they pushed me, So
Right.
it's like you really don't know what role they're playing in the argument. But once somebody start being physical, once they start taking it too far, it don't matter. It's like y'all both being toxic. So I
Yeah.
just think that it's a situation where I hope that they can not be together and they can start co-parenting and letting go some of that, you did this, you did that. I think it's just time for them to, sit down, make out some rules, make out some custody, and figure out how to work it out for the baby, for little baby Leotis. I love her baby's name, Leotis.
That's not that baby's name.
Yes, it is.
That is not that baby's name.
Yes, his name is Leotis. She call him baby Leo. She call him baby Leo, but it's something about Kiki that, girl, you like
They need an
Kiki,
altar
you
in
too
their
damn
house.
silly for naming your baby Leotis.
They needed an altar in the house, and they both needed to sit at that altar, sit down,
That's what
and
I'm
get
saying. That's another thing with,
Leotis.
young relationships, young parents, and they're not super young, but in my mind, people that have like their first kid is 1, 2, 3. I say young parents just because you're just now getting your footing as a parent. When you have parents like that and they going back and forth and they texting and getting into it, then you see them together and stuff, you kind of gotta stay out their business because it's like, I don't know what y'all got going on for real. I don't know if y'all gonna be back together or
Well, and see,
so
and
that's
that's
why
the
I
thing,
kind of understand.
cuz that's the thing, because domestic violence is a mother. Domestic violence is a mother,
Mm-hmm. Them
and
soul ties too.
you cannot. You have friends, you have family that's there to support you. You cannot sit up here and tell one person, "Oh, you need to do this." It's easy to say and said and done to say, "Oh, you need to leave his ass alone. You need to
Mm-hmm.
leave her alone. You don't need to be with her. She toxic. She this is and the third."
But a lot of
But
Mm-hmm.
times it's
man,
not
let me
that.
tell you what,
It's not that simple though.
it's
And
not.
no relationship is, and then you add
Right.
in violence and
Yeah.
toxicity and soul ties, and then you feel like this the only person that understand me. This the only like it's a lot tied into that. So I hope that they can get out of that. You maybe both do some therapy, try to get out of those it almost be a cycle, a toxic cycle,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
So
Maybe they just need to go. They just need to go to counseling.
Yeah.
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 So
I think
we'll
like
be
y'all saying, like counseling therapy on both
Yeah.
sides, just kind of be
both.
apart and be apart during that time and just co-parent.
I think that's the
And I
best
mean,
the
you
best
never know what can happen. Like once you actually go through, all of the measures and you do your counseling and you kind of see things from a different perspective. You never know if, at some point they may come back together again. But at least for right now, I think like
Mm-hmm.
baby, and just for, you know, I think that would make sense.
Yeah. So I think we all on the same page. Hopefully they can, get some counseling, take some time apart, and
Yeah.
maybe they can come back together, but we'll keep them in our thoughts and prayers, and we'll, be monitoring the story as it goes.
Yeah,
So we was talking a little bit about Keke Palmer.
yeah,
Keke Palmer recently came to the defense of Taraji P. Henson because, girl, Taraji trying to leave us, y'all. She trying to give up the
right,
whole
right.
acting thing. What we gonna do without Taraji? We need Taraji. Taraji, don't leave us, okay?
Yeah,
I'm one of your fans. Don't leave us. She's
Well, I
feeling
hate that they
underappreciated and underpaid as an actor, as a Black actor, and as a woman. She feels that she's not able to get the same amount of money as some of her counterparts. And
yeah,
so she's saying that she feels like she has to work a lot of different jobs. She has to be on this show, be on this show, be on this
yeah,
commercial, be at this event just to make the same amount of money as other movie stars. So what do
yeah.
y'all think about that?
I mean, I think when she breaks it down, like it totally makes sense. When she actually kind of does the math for you, and kind of says, okay, so if I'm making 5 million for this, then this percentage is going to that person, and then this percentage is going to that person, and it's not based on what I have remaining, but it's based on what I grossed. And she, like a few months back, she had kind of done that scenario, and she kind of broke it down to, like, her son was in school, and or was in private school, and the private school was $30,000. So for whatever role she was talking about, she made X amount of money, and then once she paid her agent the 30% or the 40%, and then she paid out whatever the other percentage was, she basically was left with like $30,000. So then basically all the money that she made for that one project, which took her 9 months to do, all that
Mhm.
went to pay for school for her son. So then it was like, once that's done, how do I now pay my bills, or how do I pay my house note, or how do I pay my, like, it totally makes sense. Um, I don't dispute any of that. I think that, it's definitely a rat race, on
Mhm.
all levels for a lot of people, and in all industries. So it's not even just that industry. And obviously there's so much work that needs to be done, to rectify that. And that's been an issue, especially for women, for a long time. It's really an issue for a lot of people, but it doesn't look like it's
Mhm.
much of an issue for men, because obviously a lot of men are making more money than women. So, like, I get her perspective of it, but I think what also just has to be noted is that that's kind of a lot of people struggle right now. So she's definitely not the only one. And like
Do y'all feel like the strike hurt people's earning
absolutely,
potential,
absolutely,
or helped?
absolutely. Um,
Kind of both.
I think kind of both. I mean, just
Like
being
in the
honest.
short term, definitely
Yeah,
hurt a lot of people, but I think in the long term,
and I think it's
they're
probably
they're
gonna hurt
negotiating
them in
higher
like, I think it's gonna
salaries.
hurt them in ways that they are not aware of yet. And I mean, I think just the
Or you
reality
don't
of
know.
like I think the reality of it is that for whatever it is that they agreed to do for them to get them back to work, they're not just gonna do something, they're not just gonna do everything that's gonna benefit them and not benefit themselves.
Hmm.
So I think that there's something hidden and underlying that, they will more
They
than
always
likely.
have a workaround for stuff.
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
think I
figure
think
out a way to
it's,
not follow those laws and guidelines, because what a lot of people don't understand, when they had the strike, the actors in the studios came to agreements, and then those agreements have to be written into law. So
right.
even though everybody agreed and everybody's back to work, the laws have not been written. They're
Absolutely.
not set in stone. They haven't went into effect.
Absolutely.
And we could say, what's the song? I'm just a bill sitting on Capitol Hill. It ain't a law yet.
That's my
It's not a
shit.
law yet.
I'm just
So
a bill. Just
I'm just a bill
only
sitting on
a
Capitol
bill.
Hill. So
As long as
the stuff
it's
is
on
not into law
Capitol
yet.
Hill.
So it's going to be interesting to see when these policies are written, when they're going to take effect, and when people are actually going to see the higher salaries, the higher
Absolutely.
royalties. And then a big thing that I thought was good that they're ironing out is the AI thing. Do you think that people should get paid if an AI uses your voice? Do you think you should be paid for that?
Absolutely. I do.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, back to Taraji, that girl has been acting for years. I
Absolutely.
mean,
She was in
years.
Sister as a teen,
Yeah.
as a young 20-year-old. So she's
Yep.
been on our screens for decades.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I don't think it's really fair for her to be lowballed that way, and I mean, like, she's up there now. And I mean, I cannot see them not giving her a substantial amount of raise after this Color Purple movie.
But
You
when
know what I'm
she
saying?
was
She
in
playing
Benjamin
Suge
Button with
Avery.
Brad Pitt,
Come
she was
on.
saying
But I
she only
also
made a
think that
portion
it
of
goes back.
his money.
Yeah, I also think it goes back to who your agents are and that sort of thing, and kind of what they're
I
putting
don't.
in.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, by her being that young back in the day, her mom probably didn't know, what she was doing. It's her first time out and everything. And, these agents, they see that, oh, young actor, oh, I can get over. You know what I'm saying? So now that she in the Tyler Perry movies and stuff like that, and then now that she done came up, now that she finally realizing and see, like, Jesus Christ, now I got to really play catch up. You know what I'm saying? And ever since the strike and everything, it really has messed up not her but everybody else. And then not only that, when she was in my favorite sitcom with the Lions, her playing
Empire.
Empire. That probably really messed her up and that, because it wasn't what's McCauley talking about, he wasn't getting paid enough
Terrence
either.
Howard. Terrence Howard is now
Terrence
suing
Howard.
a lot of his agents because he feel like they did not negotiate good enough deals and that he missed out on a lot of money and he should have been paid his worth. So if he's saying that, if Taraji's saying that, and let's not forget how they blackball Monique for saying this. Monique has been saying this for years, that she's not doing this. I'm not doing this. That's why her and Lee Daniels had their famous fallout, because he paid her for a movie, but he didn't pay her for the press. He did not pay her to go to these different countries and sell the movie. And he felt like, okay, well, I paid you this much, so y'all got to pay you for that. Well, people got to pay for the work that they're doing. You can't pay me for something. That's like me saying, oh, I paid you last week to do my hair. I need you to curl it today. No, the price is another price today. It's another service, and these actors people don't understand how hard these people train, how much money they put into it, how much of their time, and they working on these movies and shows for months out of, like you said, she was working on something for 9 months, and then to get paid and then pay up your bills and you ain't got nothing to show for it. That's not fair.
Absolutely.
And so we're finding out a lot of people are coming to her side and giving her encouraging words. And our girl Kiki Palmer definitely gave her some encouraging words. So what did James got to think about that one?
Now she and basically everything that I was saying, it honestly mirrors what she was saying. And this was on Instagram. So I mean, she put a post up and she was talking about it. And let me see. Is it his fault for selecting that agent? I think it could be, because I think you definitely have to pay more attention to who you're picking and what they're doing for you. And you're right, they're definitely not all the same.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You have to have a good team. You have to have a good team behind you. And it's just like any kind of career that's entertainment based. You got to make sure you got the right people. And you got to make sure you got somebody checking them people, checking behind them.
Absolutely.
So it's a lot. It's a lot. So I know James said that you said something on social media, and you got some kind of response back.
Yeah, we was on Instagram, and I really just commented, really just saying that I agree with, what she was saying, and that it's really a rat race. It's a rat race for a lot of us out there. Even on our side as media and journalists and that sort of thing, like you might be doing this, and this might be, obviously how you're making a living, but we're all doing like multiple things and trying to build multiple streams of income, because one is just not doing it anymore. Like, gone are the days where you have just one job and that just be it. Especially in this industry, and then obviously in that industry as well. And, she was just talking about, Taraji was really talking about, how she's acting in all these projects, and she's spending all that time with that. But then she has, her mental health stuff going on, and just the
She
different.
has a lot of things and programs that people don't even know. Taraji has all type of
Yeah,
foundations, and then because she is a graduate of Howard University, she is very close connected with them, and they always say Howard helps Howard, Howard hire Howard.
yeah,
So my
yeah.
sister, who was just graduated this past year from Howard, she was actually hand selected by Taraji, and Taraji worked with her, trained her, had her, she would give her scenes to do, and my sister would record the scenes, and Taraji would give her feedback.
Yeah,
That's something she's doing out the kindness of her heart. And
yeah,
people don't
absolutely,
factor that. Like, yes, she's making her money, but she's trying to give back to the community. She's trying to
absolutely,
feed and sow
absolutely.
seeds with other Black women and Black actors.
Yeah,
And she's not even getting what she feels is, a livable wage for her.
absolutely. So yeah, I just was, I just commented saying that, like I agree, and um, it's really that way for a lot of people, and it's across all industries. And we just were kind of commenting back and forth, just saying that we agree. But it was kind of cool to comment, and then she commented back, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of dope.
I love
Um,
that some of the people like Kiki are very active on social media. So it's like it's
absolutely,
good to be part of the story and have that back and forth with them, and
absolutely.
and be able to voice your opinions and hear their opinions to these stars that sometimes used to feel like you couldn't talk to them. We couldn't really, have these debates with them. So I'm really in awe that social media that close. You was able to debate and have a conversation with Kiki Palmer. So I think that's awesome.
Hey, shout out to Carol Griffin too, because she commented on here. Tiffany, she's just saying she loved you. I didn't know
Oh,
if you saw
I
it.
seen Tiff gave her a little wave. Carol
Yeah.
Griffin, hi Tiffany, love you, little sister.
She is she sings with me and your mom in the Gospel Me Symphony, and she sits like right a little ways behind your mom.
Mhm.
But Carol has been inspiration in my life from day one, because me and her both was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she was the one who crochets my prosthesis for me. And she like, if you need anything, and I mean like all different colors, shapes, and sizes and stuff. So honey, if I want a boom 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 boom, she'll make a boom 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 boom. If I want a boom boom boom, she'll make a do do do. So I mean, she looks out for me for real. I love Carolyn. Thanks for watching, because I was telling her about the podcast and
Yeah.
everything. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna get on there, and she did. So I thank you for your support, Carolyn.
Yeah, thank you
Tiffany,
to
I did not
everybody.
know you were a section leader for Gospel Me Symphony. There's a lot that Tiff does, and she doesn't tell
Mhm.
nobody.
Right,
She does
right,
a lot.
right.
Okay. And she'd be
It's
like,
like we
oh
be digging
yeah,
for
I just do
information.
that on the side. And I'm like, well, tell me about it. I'll be wanting to know what you got going on. My mom said you're an excellent section leader.
Oh, thank you.
So what do
I
you?
mean,
What
because
do you?
I don't be making it a big deal, because it's me and it's three other people that are section leaders, but I'm basically the R&B, look, the R&B, the
Mm.
so I'm that one, and then you have one that just basically just does the classical pieces. So it's me and the lady named Doretha Williams and Miss Elise. And I don't know the other lady's name,
You said
but
you said Doretha.
Doretha Williams, yeah.
She sound like she in the choir. That
She
is.
Oh
sounds
man,
like
listen,
she can
Doretha knows
sing,
she
don't
can
she?
blow some. Doretha knows she can blow some horns, okay? Because
Yeah.
I have to go to Doretha and be like, okay, give me on that note, give me on that note.
My
So
mom, my mom said Tiff be leaning back, listening to people, make sure they're on alert. No, she said if Tiff get to lean in your direction, she be like, you off.
I don't sing. Let me tell y'all what, I ain't even got time for this story, because that story is a whole nother day. But we got like this certain first soprano that act like she don't know how to shut up, to the point she one of the tenors had to tell her, can you shut up?
I,
This
I,
this
I ain't
Saturday
gonna say
past,
I
I'm
ain't
like, you
heard of
know what?
her.
You really need to stop. You really need to stop, to the
I
point
done
where
heard about a
our
certain soprano that don't know how to.
no, she don't.
our conductor had to tell the whole first row, which was me and a couple other ladies, we just need to get right there and just kneel at the altar right there. Just let God just put your
Yeah,
hands.
they gonna get Tiffany. She was on the podcast
They was
talking
like
about it.
Tiffany was giving all the gossip for the choir, not the
Right.
gospel choir gossip. It's real juicy. Because when you said that, I didn't heard about her, and I ain't even heard of it.
I just said, ask your mom about her. Your mom was sitting right there like, oh my God.
I said, who you think I heard it from?
She gonna be like, how you know about that?
Kathy already told me. She said, this lady sit by me and she's so loud.
I see you got your sparkle cup over there for your little beverage. I'm gonna give you guys y'all mugs on Friday.
Listen. So we are having our transcenders, we are having we're getting our pictures taken Friday.
We're having a photo shoot, guys.
She sound like she in elementary school. Like we taking
class pictures on Friday, guys.
So I want to give y'all a little taste of what I'm going to be having.
Oh Lord. Ooh. Lord have mercy. We ain't playing with you.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Beautiful. Shine bright. Nice.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be dope. We're doing our first photo shoot together on Friday, and I think it's gonna turn out really, really dope. And then we will grace the cover of the next issue of UG Digital Magazine. So that's gonna be really, really dope. It's a whole lot coming for us. Whole lot of different events. We are going out. We're covering Jodeci next month. So, I mean, that's going to be really, really dope. We'll be at that show January 12th. And then I know Tiffany's got some things going on. She may not be able to roll with us, or she might try to figure out something, but we might be going to Columbus again to go to the Deer and Fleet show. So
yeah, that's why I was saying.
I'll be in recovery.
Cousin Jimmy, we might be seeing you a little more sooner rather than later. You know?
Right.
So I'll be in recovery, so I won't.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff coming up. But yeah. So what else you got over there, topic wise? You got anything else for us today?
Oh, we got to talk about.
I did want to talk about Tiffany Haddish. You know,
what the hell?
Yeah, she's pled not guilty following her. Will be her second DUI arrest.
Stop drinking.
Yeah, she's this is her second DUI, and she's pled not guilty, and they have her to where she's not able to drink right now until she goes to court. So. It shouldn't be no more DUIs until court, but you know how Tiffany get down. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, I don't know. I think I'm in that place where, everybody has stuff going. Everybody's got some stuff going on, and there's so much stuff happening in the world right now. And not to make an excuse for it or anything, but I can see how somebody could kind of be in that state where they go out and they drinking or whatever, and they drink too much and they drive. Like I get it. I'm not saying it's right, and not to make an excuse for it, because like you got to put it down, and you got to put it down.
Say she has the money to hire people to drive her.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to feel about
that's
it.
That's the case for a lot of people, but a lot of times you don't want to. I get it. I can kind of get it. Like not wanting to spend that money and thinking that you kind of have it under control and that sort of thing. And I kind of get it. And I mean, obviously, in both situations, they found her asleep at the wheel, but
knocked out.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm guessing the last time it was like in the middle of traffic or whatever. I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't really look.
She was coming from a charity event. And she was supposed to be going, I think, to another event, and they said that she reached the general location of where she was supposed to be, but they said that they seen her passed out at the wheel, and they did driving test, and she failed, so they took her to jail.
And I don't know. I can get how
she was knocked out
right now. Like I can get how somebody could kind of be in that position unexpectedly, and I don't
But
know.
what do you think about it being a second time that this happened? You don't think she should have maybe learned her lesson, or she should have maybe changed
Well,
some things up? You
I
know,
do, but I do, but a lot of times people don't, especially when there's no consequence or no serious consequence after the first time. A lot of people don't get it. Like they don't learn the lesson that they really
I
should be getting.
mean, Tiffany
And
Haddish has been into a, and see, my whole thing about this is when you got into it with that mess with Ari Spears,
yeah, but I
your
think that was
name,
kind of like the start of the spiral though,
yeah,
because in a lot of
but see,
ways, like that has kind of ruined like the trajectory.
that's what I'm saying. Like you haven't really seen Tiffany in a lot of not in a lot of movies since that whole incident right there. And then now you keep making a negative name for yourself, and it's like, when is it all going to end? Because you had your first DUI, and then
Yeah,
when you have your first DUI and you're like this celebrity or whatnot, they're going to be
yeah,
looking for that. They're going to be looking for you to mess up again. Okay, you cut your hair off all because you was having a midlife crisis or however the case it may be. But then here you
don't
go with the
forget she
first
went through
DUI,
the
and now
breakup with Common, and then
yeah,
he
oh
left
yeah,
her so called for Jennifer Hudson,
yeah.
yeah,
allegedly.
and now here's the other DUI.
I like that allegedly, but
Like
Allegedly, she Tiffany said he done left me for J Hud. You know,
yeah,
whatever,
um,
I just think I don't know. I don't,
for
and
reasons
that's.
unknown.
I
it's
mean,
hard to
maybe.
judge that kind of situation because I think we've all been in our own downward spiral before, so we kind of can
Yeah,
connect with that.
Yeah,
I hope she get it together. But like Tiff said, I think when her and Ari Spears start getting called out for old, distasteful skits that they did,
yeah,
she just start losing jobs. People start cussing her out. Her comments was in shambles, and I think that's when we kind of start seeing her drinking a lot more to
yeah,
kind of handle that. And it's just like, I've been in that where I feel like something went wrong in my life and I'm just making it worse. Like I'm just let's make it worse. Let's just,
yeah,
what else can we do?
like at this
Let's
point
just,
you just really don't care.
yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know. They said that she's had some of her different movie options taken away. They said that she was originally supposed to be on, I think, a new Kevin Hart stand up came out over the
Oh
weekend, and they
really?
said they removed her from it
Oh wow.
because of this. So now she's gonna lose. She's not only in trouble with the law, she's losing money, and she is required to not drink. And I think she's gonna be getting like the alcohol testing and stuff to make sure she's not drinking. So it's gonna be
Wow.
interesting to see if she can keep this up while she's going through court. I hope that she's able to, get everything cool on the law side and
Right,
maybe get
right.
some
Yeah,
kind
I
of
would like to.
counseling and look at herself, because it's a lot of I've noticed a lot of celebrities are becoming sober. A lot of
Yeah.
celebrities are becoming sober right now. So, hopefully she can get that under control. Because, I do like Tiffany Haddish, and I don't like to see someone talented just kind of, in a downward spiral. I've been there before, and I don't like to see stuff like that. So, hopefully we can, we'll be watching and praying, and, maybe she'll get it together. It's just time.
Yeah,
Only
I would
time
like.
to tell.
Yeah, I would like to see her. I would like to see her get some help. I mean, in my mind, I think a lot of times, like, I really would like to see a lot of the people who are kind of like, I don't want to say in her circle, but the people who say that they support her the most, like the Jason Lees. And I mean, I don't know where her relationship is with Tyler Perry. And I mean, I know they, obviously had a really good relationship at one point, and I don't necessarily know
She
where that is. And maybe they have done things, so you can't really speak.
We don't know
Say,
what they did. We don't know what they said to
they
her,
have tried
or
to help. Maybe it just hasn't really gone anywhere, or it fell on deaf ears, or that sort of thing. So, obviously not knowing the story and not being really connected to it in that way, you kind of don't know. But I would like to see some people, kind of see it and like see some people really try to help her and help her get.
I saw she was on a beach with black sand. Did you see that? And she was twerking on the beach and trying to take some sexy pictures. This happened a couple maybe a week or so after the DUI.
I don't think I saw it.
And some people said it was a cry for help. Like she's just doing whatever.
Damn.
Yeah, they said it was a cry for help because she said, I'm twerking on a beach with black sand, and she just started breaking it down and in the water being silly. So I'm like, I don't know what what she got going on. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I do. I try to keep up with everything, but I didn't see that though.
I just happened to see somebody said Tiffany Haddish twerking on the beach is a cry for help. So I just kind of looked at that and said, "Ooh, okay, girl." You know, hopefully, you know, she get it together. I did want to talk about one more thing. So Keefe D, who is has been arrested for his involvement with the killing of Tupac. He's the person. His name is Keefe D. Keefe D. I'm not sure. But he has been arrested with and charged with. He's like basically the last person alive that had involvement with the shooting and untimely death of Tupac Shakur. So he is now going through like his court and things, and you know he's pleading. You know he got to enter his plea and stuff, and he's actually come out and said that he only for one excuse he said was he copped to the charges for someone else, and he won't name who he's copping this for. And then for two, he said he copped to these charges for entertainment value. So he's now saying that he only told people and you know admitted to his involvement with Tupac's death for entertainment and shock value. What they say when keeping it real goes wrong. You know, like when trying to when clout chasing goes wrong, like you sitting in jail and you saying you the one that told on yourself, but you was lying because you wanted some clout.
You just dumb.
Yeah,
dumb. And you know people been clamoring to find out who killed Tupac. We've been people. It's how many documentaries about who killed Tupac and this and that. Everybody have a theory. You know, we basically got pitchforks looking for who did it, and you over here talking about I think I did it. Up jail, jail you go.
He said jail.
Yeah, so
that whole thing is that whole thing is.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know Tiff said she wanted to talk about one of our most beloved singers, Anita Baker. So what's going on with Anita Baker?
Auntie Anita, I told
Tiff, what's going on with Auntie Anita? I told y'all
something was wrong with Auntie Anita.
Ain't no real love over here, honey, cause
so for some of y'all that don't know, Anita Baker at her last show acted a plum fool, okay? A plum fool. This lady then forgot her lyrics, didn't even sing all her songs. I think they said she didn't sing Sweet Love. Like, come on.
She attempted to.
Did you see the video?
She attempted to sing Sweet Love. I mean, Real Love.
I heard somebody say she didn't do it. Somebody said they wanted their money back. And but the funniest part was her telling people to back up and stop taking her pictures and videos. She said, "Back up, baby. I don't know who you are, baby. Security, get this person taking pictures."
Yeah, she told the girl. And here's the killer part about it. Everybody was recording her, so it's like you sitting up here yelling at this one specific girl and telling her to back up. She told her to turn the camera off. She said, "Turn the camera off. Back up. I don't know you. Don't record me." And at the same, you know how when comedians be up on stage and they run out of material and they start to hound on the audience. She didn't know the words. Started going off on the girl about recording.
Sweat profusely.
But my whole thing is, I think she was on something.
I didn't want to say it, but Auntie Anita,
I'm saying it. Anita was on something.
Too many glasses of wine, or I don't know.
Something because she barely could stand up. Sweating so bad.
Sweating bullets.
What'd you say? Is you on that
so bad? The Jerry curl wasn't even a Jerry no more.
Huh?
I said the Jerry curl wasn't even a Jerry no more.
Girl, no, the wig was straight when she put it on. That sweat made it a Jerry curl. That thing was bone straight when she got on the stage. And when she left out of there, she was looking like El DeBarge. She was looking like, let your soul glow.
I don't know what was going on with Anita, but when I saw the video, I was just appalled. I was like, no. Why are you,
baby? I don't know who you are, baby.
When all the stuff was going on with her and Babyface, like, I'm gonna just keep it all
Yeah,
the way. I'm gonna just keep it all the
yeah,
way funky. I kind of sided with Babyface, and
I
I
think
yeah.
think
I saw
Babyface
that
is.
baby face too.
yeah,
I
I
I
did
think
sided
too.
with
Babyface
Babyface,
is
and I
thanking
thought
his lucky
from that point,
stars.
I thought something was wrong with. I thought she was on the cuckoo side a little bit, but I mean,
Baby face, baby face really kept it calm. He really was like, yeah, I think we're just gonna just leave this alone.
He
And
was being
yeah,
respectful, and she was
he
the
he
one saying,
definitely
"I don't want
was.
him on a tour with me," and he doing this and doing that. I think he is probably thanking his lucky stars that he got
yeah,
out
That
of
he
this
did
and
not
he's
go
not
through
on
with
there with
that.
her because
yeah, yeah,
Babyface
absolutely.
is a professional all the way. He would not be on there telling people back up, stop recording me. It's a concert. What are we
At a
supposed to do? Like everybody has a smartphone.
at a
And then
concert.
she was saying they got the flash going off. James, what was they saying when we was in the audience? Turn your flash on. Cut your
Right,
flash
right,
on. Wave your
right.
phone side to side. And she over here mad talking about back up.
She was
Don't take no
hot.
pictures of me.
She was
Girl,
Yeah,
hot.
I paid for
Go
this
on
ticket. I'll take all the pictures
Instagram.
I want.
Go on Instagram and bring up Anita Baker's concert, and it'll come up, and you will see her. You will see Auntie, great Auntie, acting a fool. I gotta call her great Auntie.
And she got they said that she got multiple people. She singled multiple people out to be
Wow.
kicked out. Can you imagine paying for a concert ticket, recording the person like we do at concerts, and
Yep.
them saying, "You, the one person out of 30,000 people, security, get them
Now
out
that
because I
girl
don't
was
know who
probably
they
in.
are and they record me."
That girl was probably in the 10th row.
I would have been crying. I would have been crying tears if I would have got kicked out. I'd have been like, "What the heck did I do? Like, what? I don't
And
know."
she look
yeah.
at. Yeah.
I think she's kind of done. Yeah, I think she's kind of done. She going out with a bang, but
But the thing
I
about
think
Anita and
she's kind
Lauren
of done,
Hill
and
and
it
people
sucks
like
because
that, people got to stop spending their money when you see what the level of performance you're getting. When you see these videos and
Absolutely.
stuff, people got to stop buying them tickets. It's not worth it
Yeah.
anymore.
Yep.
it sucks
Do
though
you
because it definitely sullies the legacy.
do you think that her tour is going to end up being canceled like Lauren Hill?
I don't think
mm,
so.
I mean, well, with Lauren Hill, I mean, she canceled it. I mean, it wasn't like somebody canceled it because she wasn't doing the shows or whatever. I mean, she the one that said,
A
vocals
lot of people said that they were threatening, like the companies that were involved was threatening her, money wise
You
for
mean
her
Anita?
antics.
You mean for Anita?
Lauren and Anita. They were saying
Oh,
that they were like, you know how sometimes people almost like cut their losses. Like they were saying that Lauren Hill canceled
yeah,
because they were coming after her saying, we're going to start charging you for all these late fees and
absolutely.
overpayments and all this lights and things, and you're wasting people's time and money and resources.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with the rest of this tour. I think she has a couple more stops.
yeah,
But I don't know what kind of tour she's going to be having. If this is the footage we're getting from the show, I don't
yeah.
know.
I don't know. I mean, don't get it twisted. Like
I got some too, Tiff. I don't know what I did with mine. We're gonna be playing
okay,
our reindeer games, huh?
I'll be
listen,
playing some reindeer games.
Yeah,
listen. Like
Tiff was supposed to be
everybody that's
Prancer and I was
watching,
supposed to be Dancer.
everybody that's watching, this is why I love my cousin Tiffany, because like Tiffany, like listen, holidays, Tiffany be in the spirit. If you could have saw her for Halloween, and
You
like
gonna make me put mine on. Hold on, let me go find mine.
like Tiffany is ready. I think that's dope. Like Tiffany is ready. Like your spirit is like the world needs your spirit, Tiffany. Like I think that's awesome.
I try.
I really think that's
I'm
awesome.
so excited for Christmas this year, because I was really in a big
For whatever reason, I am too. Like, did y'all see my post with my Christmas tree and the Charlie Brown music?
I was so proud of you. I said he trying.
Listen, I'm really trying. I don't know why I was so. Okay, okay, just for everybody that's watching, I don't have one. I do not have one, so I'm gonna leave that to them. I don't have antlers. I don't have reindeer antlers.
Yeah, me and Tiff, Tiff is Prancer and I'm Dancer. So
that's okay. Listen, I got y'all.
We was doing this the whole time at the Mariah Carey concert. We over here hopping and stuff. People looking at us like, what the hell wrong with them girls? We over here. They're like, what y'all doing? I said, playing reindeer games.
Oh, look, I got a reel that I'm finna post of us at the at Escape concert too. It just popped up on my phone today.
Ooh, I have to post all of my footage. I have COVID took me down before I could post anything, man.
Absolutely.
I couldn't post nothing. So I was looking at my videos yesterday, and I am still in awe of how good they did. Tamika Scott, Candy, and Tiny put on a mother freaking show. And you know, Tamika Scott is still dealing with her injury. Tiff, she ended up hurting herself at the hotel the night after she performed for us. She hurt herself at the hotel. She hurt her knee. She has been in a wheelchair. She's been to urgent care, and I think her husband said that she was maybe getting a surgery consult or something. So she's still injured from that night. And let me tell you something. That is a travesty, because on stage, them knees were strong, weren't they, James?
Yeah.
You said them knees was strong.
Listen, I'm saying her, Tiny, and Candy, they was you're my little. Then she bust down. Listen, she bust down.
She dropped down on her knees. Girl, I can't even drop down on this right knee right here. Oh my God.
Listen, do I need to remind everybody? Do I need to remind everybody how you hopped over the chairs and you was in the front row? Like the second row quickly became the front row. Like don't try to put it all on them, because you was breaking it down too. Like
I said,
like she had who was it? Was it 112 or was it Silk? I think
it was 112, honey.
She had them from 112 like pointing her out in the audience. I was like, okay.
I see you looking at me. I'm in the front like,
yeah.
Right.
All you see on they was playing they show footage on their story, and all I see is me in the front like,
yeah.
And then until the girl told on me, and they told me to get my black ass in the second row where my ticket said. So
yeah. I'm like, excuse me.
I was, but it's like I could see if I was sitting in their seats. But you know, I'm up here. Ain't nobody even up here. It's just me up here chilling in the front by myself. And I seen the girl. She walked past me, and the security said, go ahead and hop your reindeer ass back on over them seats like you did to get over here and get back in the second row, because your ticket say number 2. It say 2, not 1, not first.
That lady was like, she ain't gonna be sitting in my damn seat. Nope.
She ain't about to see. I know I paid $100,000. I don't know how much them tickets is, because Tamika gave it to us for free. So I don't know how much the tickets was costing, but she said, honey, not on my dime.
Wow.
To my man.
And then Kat was gonna take her boyfriend, and she
not next to her man. No, her boyfriend trying to take me. Okay.
You know what, Kat? Listen, if I'm going to be going to these concerts with you, you can't be getting us beat up.
I didn't.
You with her? If you with her, I'm gonna be like,
he turned around.
It all depends on what the circumstances. No.
That man turned around and looked at me and said, "Your skin is glistening."
Yeah, that shit. That is just nuts.
I said, if that was me, they would be just now pulling me off that man. They would be just now, right this second, pulling. I will be fighting him. I will be the number one story in the shade room.
I want my man to talk about some bras, skin glittering. I'm sitting right there in front of your face. I want you to. I want the words to come out of your mouth. Your skin glycerin. You talk about a long ride home.
When he leaned back to tell me that, if I was that girl, before he would have leaned back, listen,
baby,
all he would have seen was fists coming to his face when he turned back around. Why would you say that? Why would you be sitting with me front row looking back at the girl behind me talking about your skin glistening?
I mean, but Kat, do you think but you said the girl, she was upset, right?
But she didn't say anything to him. She just kept giving him like mean looks and like nudges and stuff. I was like, James,
I want to know if they into something else.
What's going on?
Because I just cannot see him just blatantly just commenting on you, and you got a whole girlfriend or your wife is standing. That is crazy.
Disrespectful. I said, And the
But
thing is, his
exactly.
energy was giving me he didn't pay for the tickets. I don't know what it was. I don't know
Damn.
what it was about his energy. I don't know if James was feeling that, but he had the audacity of a nigga that didn't pay.
James
I
ain't
don't know
care.
what
He
it
was just
was.
enjoying the escape. James wasn't worried about it. He was just enjoying the
Yeah,
escape.
I had nothing to do with that.
I don't know, but yeah,
Look, James was sitting back there like,
Wow. That
I
is
hope. I
crazy.
was sitting back there like, I hope she don't get put out.
right, like oh we
That is just bananas.
disrespectful. Yeah, I was ready to come to a truce with her and say, hey, let's
Right,
jump
right.
him because he the one being disrespectful. Nah.
Right. No,
Since we got these on, I know James said that he decorated. How y'all doing for Christmas? Y'all got y'all shopping done? Y'all got y'all
I am
stuff
done,
up?
baby.
yeah, I'm
I
done with shopping.
I am done. I am so excited. I am so
Are you?
excited that um like everybody got stuff that they just don't even know that they expected from Mrs. Santa Claus, because see, Mrs. Santa Claus always come through. I always come through, but it's so crazy because I have to stop doing that. I always come through for mine, but I
Mm.
never get it except for my mom. My mom always makes sure I get what I want.
The
But it's
best
like,
gift givers don't get good gifts. I noticed that.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
people
givers don't
that
get good gift or don't get none at all. I always come through because I don't know. I think it's because I want to make sure people have, like, I want my boys to make sure they have a very good Christmas. Even if it's one big thing, I want my mom to make sure she has a good Christmas. I
Yeah.
want my grandmother, I want my friends, even when it comes to birthdays, I make sure that you will have a good birthday gift. It's not
Mhm.
about what you give, but with me, being an Aries, I don't know if I can't speak for other Aries, but I know I'm a giver.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm a satisfier. I'm a giver. I'm all that. I make sure people was happy. This lady was coming out of Target and she had a buggy in one hand with her kid in it, and she had a buggy. And I said, "Ma'am, go to your aisle." She was like, "No, I'm okay. I'm fine." I'm like, "You sure?" She's like, "I'm fine." And it's like this year, I have 2024. When I see you and tell you, I'm gonna be a whole different person. A whole
Yeah.
different person. It's
Mm.
either you there or you're not. It's either, I'm not about to argue with my kids. I'm not about to argue with nobody. Like my girl, I was talking to my girl Farrah because she was like, "Girl, you don't never call." I said, "I know," and that's one thing that I have to start doing is like calling and
So
checking
are
up on my
these your New
people.
Year's resolutions?
Um, I really don't have a New Year's resolution. I just want to stay healthy and be healthy because I tell you that
Yeah.
funk I was in 2 months ago, last month in October, really took a toll on me, big, big time, to the point where
Mhm.
I'm still lightweight going through it, but I am I'm learning how to not yell as much, not get into arguments. I
Mhm.
am very humble. I'm very humble about the things that I'm doing. I'm trying, you guys, I'm trying to get my GED. I am going to graduate. I'm going to graduate. And when I
Yes,
sit here
you
and tell you
are.
I'm going to have a freaking party and everybody is invited, I'm going out of
Listen,
town, all of it. And that is my goal. That's my goal. I want
Mhm.
to
that's
move out of state somewhere. I don't know. But like I'm just really I'm done like being broke. I'm done with all of it. And
Mhm.
I did not go broke this Christmas. I didn't. And I'm just grateful for all my friends, all my family. I'm grateful for y'all. And because there's been times where I didn't even know if I was gonna make it. Um I'm going to have a procedure done. It's a little 2-hour procedure done on my breast. And because I just really been hurting. But in the long run, I'm good.
yeah,
I'm super good. I just want everybody else to be happy. That's how
that
I
Mhm.
part.
am.
That
And
part.
if even if I never be married in life, I'm fine with that. And I wasn't okay with not having no more kids because I wanted to be married and have another kid. But God has other dealings for me, and
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
um, I love everybody. I love my friend. I have a close friend. I love him. I love everybody.
Yeah.
So, it's It's
And
You
that's
sound like you got a handle on the things you want to accomplish next year. James, do you got any New
yeah.
Year's resolutions? You got
you know
anything you
what?
are working on?
If it's anything, if I think if I would say that if I had any kind of a resolution, is to obviously continue to make sure that Elijah is good. Like he
Absolutely.
is he's going to graduate from high school. Like he already picked where he's trying to go to college. He knows what he's going for. Like he's working. He's got his own car. He's doing the damn thing. GPA is good. Um, and I just want to continue to make sure that he's good. And then aside from that, if I had any kind of a resolution, it really would be just making sure that I do more to pour into me. I think that I have spent my, before, like, prior to, I would say, like 4 to 5 years ago, like I really spent much of my whole life trying to make sure that everybody else was good and essentially living for everybody else. So I have spent the last 4 to 5 years like really getting aligned with me and doing more for me. And like Christmas time, I don't go broke, but I usually kind of the same thing like Tiffany. Like I usually try to make sure that everybody's good. Like I make sure that my mother is good, stepfather is good, make sure my sister is good, make sure her kids are good, make sure Elijah's good, still make sure Dolores is good, make sure that everybody is good. And then I don't necessarily do nothing for myself. So like this year, obviously I focused on the kids, and focused on my mother, stepfather, and my sister, but that's kind of it. And then I made sure that I did something for me. And that was going to the Coach store a few days ago. So you saw I posted the stuff on Instagram because
Just
I,
throw it in the
I mean,
bag.
and I'm like a Coach head, but I ain't bought nothing out the Coach store probably in 10 years. So it just was like
What?
I
I
love
went I
Coach
went
too.
with Joy to the Coach store and I was like, no, I'm just tagging along again. I spent $343 in the goddamn Coach store a couple days ago. So I'm like, I done got some shoes, I done got a hat, I done got
And
a little
and
strap,
and you and
I
you
got all
deserve
kind
to because you work very hard. You work very
of
hard.
Yes.
and I try not to really be like, a lot of times we complain about how hard we work and what we doing and all of that kind of stuff. And I try not to really press that because the reality is at this point in my life now, like I'm doing what I love and I'm doing what my passion is. And like I have sacrificed a whole lot to be able to just follow my passion and still make sure that the house is paid and the car is paid and Elijah's good and
Yep.
Doris is
Yep.
good. And like I do a whole lot and like I be running all goddamn day. And I know that ain't good, but I also have done a whole hell of a lot more in the last year to make sure that I'm actually getting the rest that I need and taking time for me,
Mm-hmm.
sleeping in some days and just not working some days. Just spur of the moment because I'm like, I just kind of need to chill and just rest and life's gonna be there. And I just like I
Mm-hmm.
need to kind of take some time for me. And I've done a lot better with doing that. And even like with us traveling and us going to Columbus and do like that's a lot of big moves for me. Like I went to the cabins a few months ago, and then I went to the Lauryn Hill thing concert in Jersey, and then we just went to Columbus, and now I'm finna go to North Carolina at the end of the month, and then we're doing Jodeci next month, and we're going back to like I'm doing a lot of moving and shaking and traveling and all of that, and it's really cool because it obviously aligns with what I'm doing and work and what we're doing, as a unit, but I think New Year resolution wise is really just making sure that I'm good and doing more for me and pouring into myself and obviously making sure that my kid is good and nothing else really, and obviously make sure mama good and everything else is secondary. So that's
Mm.
really it. Aside from that, I don't really do New Year resolutions and whatnot. I just try to be better than I was last year and try to, help other people out and make sure that I'm doing something for somebody else and giving back in, some way, shape, or form. So
Um, I don't necessarily call them New Year's resolutions. I just sometimes look at the year I've had and what kind of year I want going forward. Like, what are the things I want to do? What are the goals that I want to do? And so, I was cleaning up recently. I've been getting rid of some old things, some old clothes and things. And I came across a notebook and I saw my 2019 goal list. This was going into the year of 2019, right? And I found that this year, and I have reached every goal. I did everything that I put on that list.
That's good.
And that made me feel so, I can't even explain how that made me feel, because even though that was my goal for 2019, and I may not have reached those goals because that was before I lost 100 pounds. That is before I got a couple surgeries that I wanted to do. That was before I worked on, my natural hair journey and growing my hair out. This is before I decided to actually work toward the field that my degree is in. When I was looking at all the things, and I'm like, dang, okay, I lost 100 pounds. Okay, got my little nip and tuck. I'm a little tummy tuck. Okay, I'm working with my cousins, and I'm working in the field that I earned my degree in. And so I'm going down the list and I'm looking and I said, dang, I'm very proud of myself. And I had to take a second to really be proud of myself. And it may not have been in the time frame that I thought it was going to be, but to know that I set some goals and then I reached them, that was just something that was really, really powerful for me this week. So I feel like that that's something that I like to do at the end of the year. I just make a goal list of what I want to get done and work on in the next year. So now I'm kind of reevaluating those goals. So one thing I want to work on is being on time. Everybody know me. The thing about your good cuz Cat is Cat gonna be there. But what time is she gonna be there? We don't really know. We don't know. We know it's not gonna be the time that we told her to be. So I just want to work on that as the woman that I am now. It's most of the time it's cool. I've never, been fired. I've never missed a meeting. I've never missed anything. But I feel like I just want to be I want to be respectful of people's time.
Right.
And I feel like sometimes that could come off as I'm not respectful. I'm not professional. I'm not serious about what I'm doing. And the thing is, where we're going, we're working really, really hard on this podcast and we're all doing things individually. I don't want people to, when they think a Cat, think, oh, she unprofessional. I don't want that. So I'm going to try to work on that in my personal and professional life. So I want to work on being on time. And then I know that we all have some fitness goals that we, that we're working on. I would like to lose maybe 15 pounds. I'm carrying some extra weight from me breaking my foot and not being able to be as active as I'm used to being. So I would like to get some of the excess weight off me. And I would like to actually get some muscles. I don't have no upper body strength. No upper body. If somebody said, Cat, come lift this 50-pound thing, I can't do it. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on building some muscle, work on some fitness goals, but just more doing what we're doing. We got a lot of exciting things coming up. I have my own show that I am still curating, guys. I'm
so excited about that.
And I actually have contact with my first guest, and it's going to be a funny comedian from TikTok. So fingers crossed, you guys. So I have my first guest booked, and I'm just getting all the scheduling together. So Cat's show will be premiering in January, and you guys will be the first to know when it's all ready. So
I think that's really amazing. I think that is super amazing. I'm really happy for you. I'm so glad. Like, that's awesome to hear about your 2019 goals and how you got those, how you accomplished all of those, and didn't even realize that you had.
Didn't even realize it. Like, that was
really matters. It really matters to write your stuff down and write your goals down, because that makes it, that much more attainable if you see it in writing.
Real. It makes it real. It's Absolutely. Like, okay, I wrote this down, and it's so much power in words and how we talk to ourselves and what we so into. And I'm just starting to be more mindful of that. And I'm gonna stop saying I'm broke. I'm gonna stop saying I'm so stupid.
Right. Because
You
we
know,
far, let me tell you,
I'm
we
gonna
are far
stop
from
talking to
that.
myself like that. I'm gonna start being more positive because you put that out in the world. You don't know what that you're basically saying that this is true about myself, and
Right.
I'm not stupid. You know,
Right.
I'm not broke. I might be a
Absolutely.
little, you know,
We are
financially
so far from that. I'm like that.
financially struggling a little
Yeah.
bit, but you know, I'm not broke.
But a
I'm
lot of
rich
us
in
are
fam.
though.
You said what?
A lot of us are because the cost of
The
living
cost of living is
is constantly going up. A lot of us are, believe it or not, and people put on a front and a facade and they make it look one way. And trust me,
but
more
the
than half
things
of the
are
world.
we are all fed.
Yeah,
We are all blessed. We are taking care of our children. You know, we are
absolutely,
richer than what we think we are. And I'm going to
absolutely,
start being more appreciative of that and stop focusing on what I don't have and look at what I do have because I got a roof over
absolutely,
my head. I got my
absolutely.
lovely little antlers. There's somebody out here
Yeah,
that couldn't afford some dollar antlers, but guess what? I could.
right. And I'm glad you speak
Well,
about your show coming because I think that's really, really awesome. It's a lot of stuff coming for us. Definitely a lot of stuff coming for us. Your podcast is going to be coming. I have another podcast that's going to be debuting on the network. Actually, January 9th is the start day. It's called The Comedy Mafia. And it's with CJ Starr and Reese, who both were on the podcast. Actually, the night that I was in Jersey for the Lauryn Hill concert. So
But
they were,
funny ladies.
yeah, so they're going to have their own podcast that's going to be debuting January 9th. Yours is obviously going to be coming. And I definitely want to do
hey,
some things wrapped around the topics and kind of intersecting that with UG Digital with the magazine. So you and I will discuss that as well. But that's going to be another opportunity for you. And it's just a lot of stuff going, but we are going to close it out. Tiffany dying over here. Tiffany tired, baby. She tired. And I ain't even going to front. I'm tired too. So listen, we have been on for 2 hours.
Like
We
always.
Right. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Like the podcast is doing exceptionally well. Things are going very well. And again, that's all because of you guys. We have, if not over 600 subscribers now, we have very close to it, which is really, really amazing. People are definitely checking us out and supporting us and watching. So we are really, really grateful and
Thankful.
appreciative for all of the support that has been afforded to us. And of course, we look for you guys to continue to support, continue to share us with your family and with your friends. Make sure that you subscribe, like, follow, comment, share, all of that stuff. You can hit our website, transcendingtheculture.com. All of the videos are there. This was episode 19, technically 20, but the last episode was labeled 18.5 because that was the review of Mariah Carey and the Escape Show. So you can go back and catch all of the previous videos all the way back to the very first. And this is it for tonight. But we're gonna be back next week.
And I wanted to tell people, our show is a great thing to have in the background during your gatherings, and
Yeah.
when you have your family over and stuff, and you sometimes you just want something in the background, and y'all want to talk about current events and stuff. Go ahead and watch our old videos on Transcending. Go on YouTube, put that on. You could go put it on your Roku, your Fire Stick, anything like that, and have us on in the background. Invite us over for the holidays, okay?
That part right there. So we appreciate you guys. We're gonna actually check out of here. Anything y'all want to say before we close out, Tiff? And Kat?
I'm good.
Nope.
I'm just excited about Christmas. The pies. So Farrakhan Sneed, I will be making you your pies.
Mm.
Khadijah Watson, I will be making you your pie. Elizabeth Hale, happy birthday to my bestie, Elizabeth Hale.
Happy birthday,
I'll be making
bestie.
you your pie. And then Doja, Cassandra Doja, I'll be making you your pie. So those are our pie winners. For
And
this,
let
and I
that
will
be a
be doing.
lesson to all the people to enter in the contest because all of these are winners. So you never know. Enter if we have any giveaways and things. You don't know how many prizes. You get a pie. You get a pie. So
Right.
enter in these contests, okay?
And this is all because, sometimes, and I know you guys are out there that know how to make pies and cakes. I know this, but maybe sometimes you don't feel like making a pie, or maybe you don't feel like
And they don't
making a
make
cake.
them like you.
So yeah, and hey, y'all better cooks than me, but just let somebody out there just make you a pie or cake, and sweet potato pie is not the only thing I know how to make, honey. So it's just that you have to request it. Okay.
So I
Well,
see a
that's it.
lot more
So next
giveaways
next
in our
month,
picture.
I won't be doing anything because I'll be recovering, but I'll probably be doing another giveaway for Easter, or maybe March, because I'm really big on St. Patrick's Day too, or Easter. So definitely for Easter will be cakes. So I will let you guys know. But thank you very much.
Shout out to all the transcenders that entered the contest, and make sure
Absolutely,
if
absolutely.
anyone missed out, you might have missed out on your pie this time. So next time when we have any kind of giveaways, go ahead and enter in, follow, like, share, and you too can get your own pie. And maybe
Absolutely.
even a sour cream. What was it? Sour cream cake.
So, it's called a vanilla sour cream pound cake, or
Oh, okay, my
a
bad, my bad.
vanilla or a vanilla cream cheese pound cake.
When
Listen,
can I enter in that
I'm
contest?
trying to lose weight, so I ain't talking with none of it. So listen, I done lost 19 pounds. Quit licking your
And I
finger.
gained 10. So I see it all in my face. I gained 10. And that ain't from eating my damn pies and cakes either.
Right,
But
right.
the weird part about it is I can still fit in my clothes, but I can see it all in my face, and I have. But it's all right.
It's all good. It's the holiday season. We gonna get it.
Right. We are indulging right now. So
Right. All right, y'all. We are out of here. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll see y'all. We'll see you guys next week. We do have a guest for next week, so we'll actually start posting about our about next week's guest. Thank you guys. We love you. We appreciate you, and we are out of here.
bye.